everybody. Do you know what today is? Today is 31 Days of Horror. The 31st and last day. Happy Halloween, everybody. It's day 31, October 31st. Call it what you want. Of the 31 Days of Horror. 31 movies. I've done 31 movies over 31 days with 31 reviews and videos. This has been a blast. I love it. I've said it before. I think that this year was just so much more fun, so much more relaxing. You know, for the last, I don't know, 11 years before this, I've just thrown a list together. You know, I'd come into the Doom room, look around, see what I have, and just kind of go, oh, okay, well, I have the stuff, and I have Tamara, and I have a zombie. Let's just do that. And it works. But it's stressful because, man, you got to have everything planned out ahead of time. And just, with this one, I don't know why, but even though you got to have everything planned out ahead of time, for some reason it ran smoother than usual. You know, and I want to thank everybody that commented, everybody that watched all the videos, you know. Thank you everyone. This again has been a blast. The people that are also doing this, you know, Retro Horror, Random Horror, the one and only MSJ, Mood 616, Echo, Double Shot J, Jennifer Toshi, who else am I forgetting? Random Horror, Retro Horror. There's a ton of people. I'm the Ice Lord. I mean, they've all helped in doing this because they inspired me, you know. And like I said, the one and only MSJ, him and I, you know, we're buddies. We chat back and forth all the time, all through the year. And, you know, earlier this year, he's like, so, have you got your list done? And I'm like, no, dude, I didn't have my list done until about a week before I had to start this whole thing. And I'm just kind of like, okay, what am I doing? I think I do a theme. I think I do a theme this year. Just kind of like winged it, but yeah, this was a good one. And so, as I'm gonna ask you as always like, subscribe, share, and comment. Again, thank you to everyone for doing this along with me. And what's the last movie of the day? Well, it's the last movie in the Karnstien trilogy, and that is Lust of the Vampire. Lust of the Vampire. It's technically the second movie. Vampire Lovers, Lust of the Vampire, and Twins of Evil. That's the way that they came out in the theater. But Twins of Evil takes place before Vampire Lovers. So, I watched that one first. And so I'm watching them in this order. Twins of Evil, Vampire Lovers, Lust of the Vampire. And so it's technically the last movie, but yet the second movie. And it's an interesting movie. We got crazy Count Karnstien. Okay, let's just get to the beginning of the movie. At the beginning of the movie, this girl's walking through the woods. She comes upon, well, a carriage comes upon her. They open the door. She goes to get in, and we don't see who it is, but we're pretty sure it's Count Karnstien. One of Count Karnstein's servants takes the woman back to Karnstein Castle. They sacrifice her. They drain her of her blood, and then they take the blood from the chalice that it's in and pour on the remains of Carmilla, or Mikarla. You know, the same person goes by two different names. There's like 3 names it goes by, but let's just call her Carmilla. And they pour it over and it resurrects the vampiress Carmilla Karnstein. Carmilla Karnstein then enrolls in a finishing school for girls, which is just through the woods from Karnstein Castle. It's been there for like 3 years, and now that she's there, girls are going to start disappearing. There's only one problem. They have a celebrated author visiting, and he's in love with Carmilla. But Carmilla, she likes her lesbian tendencies, but she is actually fallen in love with the young author too, Richard Lestrange. And this is a good movie, but the ending is weak on this movie, and that's the only thing I have a problem with. Is once they realize what's going on and who's doing what, the local he's either a cardinal or a bishop, the local priest. He's all in red. I'm going to say he's a cardinal. I'm not Catholic, so I'm not really quite sure what the different, But he shows up and he says, okay, the only way to get rid of everyone in this town of Karnstien gets together, goes up to the castle, and they're going to unbury all the bodies. They're going to stake all the bodies. They're going to behead all the bodies. Because the only way to get rid of vampires, to make sure that they don't come back, because in this universe, vampires can be reincarnated. And so you got Count Karnstein, the big bad voodoo daddy, who reincarnated Carmilla in the castle. And at the end of the thing, they drive a stake through like one body, and then after that, they just start burning let's burn the castle to the ground. Well, okay, it's a castle. It's made out of stone, and the cardinal or archbishop or whatever has already stated to you straight up that fire doesn't do any damage. They will live through fire, but the villagers don't care, and they burn Karnstein Castle. And at the very end, you have Count Karnstein standing there amongst the fire, and you could tell he doesn't have any fear. He'll be back. It's no big deal. Of course, there wasn't a movie that was made after this one, Twins of Evil, but that took place before it, so they never brought, they never followed, they never did a real follow-up to this particular movie. There is a fourth movie, Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter. It does fit in the universe because the things that happen in the town of Karnstein, this little sleepy hamlet, But that's about as far as it goes. I mean, it does connect, but it's not a solid connection, What do I think of this? So if I was to rank these in order, Twins of Evil, Vampire Lovers, and Lust of the Vampire, Twins of Evil and Vampire Lovers would be tied for first. Lust of the Vampire would be, right below them. Mainly because this one has the weakest ending, in my opinion. That's just what I think, And I didn't throw Captain Kronos. I do have a copy of Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter, but I didn't throw it in there. So, like I said, I just did the Karnstein trilogy this year, and it was a blast. So, that's it, man. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I always want to know what you have to say. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and that's right. For 2023 and the 31 Days of Horror, happy Halloween. I'm on the prowl. Oh!